Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Dolnik. I'll be your student's chemistry teacher. I just wanted to give you a quick tour of where they're going to do most of their assignments and where you can find most of it for them. So I'm just going to show you this right here is their Google Classroom screen, and they should have all their classes on here. And I'm just going to use period 1 as an example. They would click into their period 1 class, and then there would be their class code they would have. And then in here is the announcements. This is where I just post various announcements that usually pertains to them for that day. So like today we did a interactive, I'll just show you. This was we're learning about the atomic structure, and we did the Rutherford model, and then I gave some instructions, and then they would hit shoot the alpha particles, and then they would write down observations about what occurred. So this is an example of an interactive activity or a virtual lab I would do where I would post on the announcements section. So that is what we did today. Learned about Rutherford and the gold foil experiment. Okay, and then classwork section up here is where most of the other materials are. So up here is where they have all of their previous assignments. They would click in here, and that is where they actually go into their specific assignments once I post them. And I always tell them their deadline. So they would type in their first name, their last name, their period, all very important. And then sometimes I reference material out of the book like I do here. And they would just, is it chemical property or physical property? And then they would read page 30, self-check A for the question. So they would do all of these, and then they have to hit submit to turn in the assignment for credit. So that is sometimes they forget to hit submit and everything's just sitting there. So that is how they would do their assignments. And then also right here is a very, very important link. This is their virtual classroom. And on here, it's exactly what it sounds like. This is me. This is my virtual classroom. And I have various resources for students on here. I have some standard Zoom expectations and Zoom tips. And then I have your students' syllabus. Okay, that is probably what you may want to look at if you have not done so already. But all the other, the nitty-gritty, the grading information's in here. Okay, and there's some lab material for once we get back into the lab, hopefully. And then they click on this, it'll go to the ECHS website. If they click on this, it'll go to the Career Center and the College Center as well. If they click on this, this is, for some reason, they don't have a periodic table with them. This will go to ptable.com, and this has more information than they'll typically need, but it's very nice, and it's all color-coded. And anything you want to know about chemistry, you can basically do. So if I click on carbon, it'll do the properties all over here. And you can even sort them by properties. It's just an amazing reference. So that is in addition to the periodic tables they have in the book. And I will post a general periodic table right there for them. And then if for some reason the lessons I'm recording, the videos I'm recording, if their students need a little more help, just have them click this little tab. And then they can search. This is Melissa Maribel. She does some great videos. And what I would do is just click in there, and they can search videos by topic. And she breaks it down in a different way. But they really have to know what they're looking for. So if just general periodic table, they're going to type periodic table here, and they can look, do I want periodic trends? Do I want electron configurations? If we're doing basics, this is what we just covered today. Atomic number, atomic mass, and atomic structure. So she is a great resource. So that is in my virtual classroom, all those materials. Okay. A couple other things I'd prefer, if your student has any other questions, I'd really just prefer them to be proactive and ask me either during class in the chat feature, or they can privately chat me on there. There's a private chat feature. They don't feel like it's an all class question. Or I really prefer them to email me rather than just to comment back on their assignments in the Google Classroom. This really streamlines it and allows me to organize their questions a lot more efficiently, okay? So again, email is preferred. My email is listed in the syllabus right over here, okay? And that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me on that email listed in the syllabus, and that would probably be best. We will be doing some more simulations and hopefully some virtual labs in the future. We've already done some recorded demos with some interactive questions the last week or two. And that's pretty much all I have for you. So hopefully you have a great experience here at ECHS, and And hopefully, eventually, everything will settle down and we'll eventually see your students. But for now, this is how we're going to do it virtually. Okay, have a good one, and have an excellent evening. Bye bye.